after a hotly contested start to the series. What's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2017 Texas Rangers.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here are Ned Yost's Kansas City Royals in this one. What do they need to do to get a win on the road here today, Steve?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Martin Perez is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, what makes him difficult, the fact that he throws two different types of fastballs. He's got that four-seamer, and then he's got that two-seamer that runs in on the hitter sometimes. Very difficult to attack both.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Rangers will align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this is a former teammate of mine, Adrian Beltre. He's one of the most reliable third basemen in the game defensively. Some guys just look comfortable in the hot corner, and he's one of them. And I got to add this, only guy to play third without wearing a cup.
Nori Aoki heads for the box, ready to lead this one off today. Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
First pitch, 107.
Chopped weakly up the first base line. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
Stepping in, Alex Gordon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Jansen's known for being a bit of a pitcher's umpire. Not that he has a huge zone or anything, but I think he tends to reward guys for placing pitches in good locations.
That evens it up 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody out. Runner on first. Runner going a second time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kessler is in pursuit. 1 away.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hitting the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Eric Hosmer will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part, and he just needed a little more help.
First delivery to him on the way. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A two-run home run off the bat of Eric Hosmer. His first homer so far in the series as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Nope. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
And the pitch on 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Well, he just hasn't been able to find any kind of groove out there. Hasn't been able to hit his spots, and now at 3-1, he's put him in yet another great hitting count.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready? Now the payoff pitch. Perez will lay off, and he'll reach. It's ball 4.
Early struggles here with the command. That's 2 hits and a walk now in the very first inning. He's going to need to sort things out here pretty quick.
Justin Maxwell takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
That misses. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by him.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A runner on first with 2 away. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hit out towards second. Throw to fielder at first will take care of him, and that'll be that. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first here in Arlington. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Now time now to look at Jeff Bannister's Rangers lineup card in this one. Steve, what's the key for them here today?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Jason Vargas will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, you got to love having Alex Gordon in the outfield. Remember, he's a converted third baseman. It absolutely flies, gets a great jump, really leaves it all out there, out in the outfield. He's won 4 Gold Gloves in a row, 2011 through 2014. He's as good as it gets.
Elvis Andrews.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Vargas has his target. Here he comes 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, quick hole here right off the bat, and that's not how you want to start when you're already chasing a couple runs.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Bounce to first. Hosmer has it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
In now, Leonis Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only 1 out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Prince Fielder will stand in, and he was one of the heroes last time out with 2 big home runs.
Boy, he picked a good time for him, too. Here on the big stage in October, the way he was attacking the baseball, he is definitely not lacking for confidence when he's at the plate.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Off is Martin. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Even for a veteran pitcher, big games like this will bring out the butterflies. He's going to need to settle in here and really work on getting a ground ball.
Corey Hart steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit hard but foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Aoki is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The tag from Perez. He's out at the plate. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the second inning now from Arlington. It's the Royals 2 and the Rangers nothing. Rod Kurowski makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. That's out to left center and over the head of the shortstop. Andrus. It's a base hit.
Yeah, the first inning was no picnic, and now he's already in trouble again here in the second. He hadn't looked all that sharp so far, and he's in danger of really putting his guys behind the 8 ball early.
Standing in now, Barry Blanton, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit.
And now after the 2-run first, you've got 2 on and nobody out here to start the second. Things are not off to the smoothest of starts, that's for sure.
Lorenzo Cain digs in here for his first appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1.
This second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
The 1-0 delivery. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one, here it comes. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You can bet he's a little rattled still from that first inning. He gave up a lot of solid contact that first time through the lineup.
First and second here with nobody out. Now a double play ball here for Beltre at third. The second for one. On to first, the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles, quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Here's Nori Aoki. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Royals leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Shane Victorino, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Shane Victorino.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
He takes the changeup the other way out toward right center. After it is Aoki. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, and I think that's the thing with throwing that changeup as slow as he does. You're going to make that hitter supply all the power himself. He gets good wood on this thing, but not enough to get it out of here.
Douglas Prescott stands in. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Vargas gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
This is all about taking what's given to you as a hitter. If they want to keep working your way, fine, let them. You just have to take the approach like this. Drive it to the opposite field. Now they'll think twice about working you out there next time.
Michael McCabe stands in for the first time. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And a long run, but he gets there, and that's good range in the outfield as there are 2 gone.
Well, the only good news that comes out of this at-bat is that he stayed out of the double play. Other than that, this at-bat really didn't achieve a whole lot.
Steven Kessler set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Grounded to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. A nice day for baseball here in Texas as we welcome you back to Globe Life Park, the home of the Rangers. Alex Gordon is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The left fielder, number 4, Alex Gordon.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Prescott has a play. He's got it 1 away.
We'll check out that 1-2 pitch again in show motion. This pitch is up around the letters, and you'll see that back elbow drop down a bit and kind of drag through the zone. That's what causes him to pop it up.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
1-0.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Drilled to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Well, it didn't look like there was anything too special about this ground ball. Just looked like he maybe raised his head a little bit there, and that'll cost him a one-out base runner.
Now a snap throw to first, and the runner will get back standing. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Might have been in time, but it's high, and it allows his man to dive in safely.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he takes a called strike two. One out and a runner on second base. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, designated hitter, Justin
Well,
Maxwell.
let's see it again in show motion. I don't know. That's awfully close. And he might have got away with one there.
Stepping in now, Justin Maxwell, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take, because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Beltre's there. 1 there. Relay to fielder. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out for the Rangers. Matt Vasgersian, Eric Karros, Steve Lyons with you in the booth. Vargas is ready. First pitch on the way. Chop foul over towards the dugout. The windup and the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Aoki is there. 1 out.
This is a guy that doesn't really have great velocity, so when he elevates the fastball, it can lead to big problems. He gets away with it this time, though.
Striding into the box, Leonis Martin. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Oh, you know this ball had base hit written all over it. And for as hard as it was hit, it may have even made it into the alley. But that's a nice job at short to get all the way up there and just pull this thing down for the out.
Here's Prince Fielder. As he lines this one out to center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
And let's face it, if you're a finesse guy out there on the mound like he is, and you're going right after guys like he's been doing so far, you're going to give up some hits. You just got to hope that they don't string a few of them together.
Corey Hart is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Takes this the other way to right. Aoki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Texas. They're still down. It's 2-0. Mike Moustakas is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Third baseman number 8, Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. 2-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Moustakas will take the turn and hit for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
And now you just start to wonder, how much is the heat taken out of this guy? You see the pitch count. It's not all that bad just yet, but he's been in and out of trouble a few times already. So he's definitely had some max effort innings.
Digging in to try it again, Rod Kurowski. He reached on a single in his first try.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Nope. Ball one.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And this one gets away. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
And you wonder, with a runner on second to start the inning, maybe they just got their signs mixed up. Either way, he's on third base now, and that's going to be a pass ball.
Here's the 2-0. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Lifted in the air out towards left center. After it is Martin. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Barry Blanton will dig in. He singled his first time around. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
And so far, he's throwing a lot of fastballs here early in the count. And these guys have picked up on that, so they're just going up there looking for the hard stuff, and they've been all over him.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he's back standing. In now is Lorenzo Cain. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Here's Nori Aoki. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. Flip of his glove for one. Relay to fielder. It's a double play, and that'll end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Royals lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Vargas into the windup. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
This guy's been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced, and we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Aoki has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The right fielder, number 18, Shane Victorino.
One gone in the Texas fourth. And here's the versatile outfielder, Shane Victorino. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking, quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after him.
One out, nobody on. And he lays off for ball one. Inside and low, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. And this is taken by Victorino, and he's aboard. It's ball four.
And you can see the reaction on the mound. He's saying, there is no way that pitch was outside. And it's a call I've got to have. Got to put that behind you, though, and move on.
Douglas Prescott is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. From the stretch. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
And a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at first here, one man out. And another snap throw to the bag. And the runner back. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And the fans don't like this at all. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Drilled right back up the middle. There's one. On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Rangers go down quickly there. They trail it here 3-0. Alex Gordon will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
The 2015 regular season was a tough one for Alex Gordon due to those injuries. But he came back strong to contribute in the playoffs to help the Royals bring that World Series championship home.
Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
Jeez, how's he doing after that shot?
Eric Hosmer Strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. So with a runner at first and one gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a bit of a difference there. 96 for one compared to just 89 for the other. Salvador Perez will step in. A couple of walks thus far.
Yeah, Matt, he's had some good patient at-bats in this one. We'll see if he sticks with that approach right here.
First pitch on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
So far, I think they've just singled him out and said, don't let this guy beat us. He hadn't seen much to hit at all.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's got it. Andrus on to first, and they turn another one. Their 4th of the afternoon, and the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Michael McCabe will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And a fastball that misses up in the zone here. It's 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now, 3-2.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good battle. Count remains full. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Kessler.
Steven Kessler will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Vargas sets. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit hard on the ground towards second. The second for 1. Over to Hosmer, and it's a double play.
And this just undoes a lot of the work done by the leadoff hitter. Remember, he made the guy on the mound burn through a ton of pitches before he actually reached base. But instead of capitalizing on that, the next guy turns right around and bounces into a double play.
Elvis Andrus will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you would think that this heat would start affecting him sooner or later, but it hasn't so far.
If anything, he's getting stronger as the day goes on.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
Yeah, not a bad idea. He waited a pitch there before showing bunt. So sometimes that might back that third baseman up a step or two if he sees you're not bunting at the first pitch.
No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And that misses 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail in this one 3-0. Lewis Coleman will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 31, Lewis Coleman.
Justin Maxwell will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start.
Nope, not doing much to help the cause so far, guys, but there's still some ball game left.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the 2nd time today, he's gone on strikes.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Kessler ranging back to the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. His second home run of the series as the Royals have extended their lead to 4-0.
You can tell he was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever, and he finally got a pitch he could handle.
Now batting.
Into the box, Rod Kurowski, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Boy, he goes right back to that same pitch that he just gave up a home run on. Put it in another dangerous location, too. Lucky he got away with that one.
And he takes strike two. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Shot toward right center, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Some guys with 2 strikes, they become dead right field hitters. You can see here, he lets the ball get in on him a little bit, doesn't try to do too much with this thing, then just rides it right into right field. That's well done right there.
In now, Barry Blanton, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on the move for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. The tag from Andrus, and they got him at second. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 to short. Andrus fields it cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. One for the Royals on the Moustakas home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 4-0 KC. Alcides Escobar is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 2, Alcides.
Leading off the inning, Leonis Martin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Drilled on the ground to short. Escobar fields it cleanly, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Prince Fielder digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And he falls behind 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Lays off 2-2 now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And a lot of times, you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Corey Hart will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips.
Well, 0 for 2, but he's taken some decent hacks. Could see a better result in this at-bat.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Blanton is up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to Arlington. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Tony Watson is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
44, Tony Watson.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Cain. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. And he'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
Well, just from a distance standpoint, you have to remember that left-handed hitters maybe get a step or 2 advantage over a right-handed hitter leaving that batter's box. So that's why it's much easier for lefties to bunt their way on than it is for righties to do it. And here, he needed those 2 extra steps because that was a very close play down there at first.
Here's Nori Aoki as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Here it comes on 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2.
A few groans from the faithful here. They wanted strike 3.
Still 2-2. Hit in the air to shallow center.
Martin is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Alex Gordon gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Low for ball 1.
Well, he's done a great job of getting 2 quick outs here, but the key now is to finish off this inning. Don't let these middle-of-the-order guys get a rally going.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
And, you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
And once he got to 2-0, I think he started peeking over at that on-deck circle because it was pretty clear that he didn't want any part of this guy.
Eric Hosmer will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Hits this one hard the other way. Fielded cleanly, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Adrian Beltre, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. The pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Full count now, 3-2.
And this late into his afternoon of work, the longer this at bat goes, the better chance that he might slip up and leave one out over the middle of the plate.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
Shane Victorino stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Kane. Gone! A solo home run here for Shane Victorino. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only one run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Standing in now, Douglas Prescott. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. They're putting that last home run at 419 feet officially. One out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Aoki is under it, 2 down.
If you're going to go the other way with a pitch, you've got to be committed to it. You can't just have a lazy swing and pop the ball out to right field. That's not going to do you any good.
Into the box now, Michael McCabe. And that misses for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Royals 4 and the Rangers 1. Salvador Perez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
The 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit down the third base line. Fielded by Beltre. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Justin Maxwell stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0. Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
No strike.
On deck, Mike Moustakas. And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
Mike Moustakas will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The relay throw, and he is in there.
Yeah, for a 1-2 pitch, this bites off a lot of the strike zone. You can see on show track, it's pretty much right down the heart of the plate. He jumps all over it and drives it for a 1-out double.
Neil Kotz is going to have his work cut out for him here.
Number 57, Neil Kotz.
Alcides Escobar will be the first to face him here as he'll stand in with 2 men in scoring position and only 1 away. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Push to the right side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Hey, look at the big guy go up and get that thing. How about that for getting off the ground?
Into the box, Barry Blanton. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Second and third, 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Martin moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Royals strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Steven Kessler will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
You know, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Elvis Andrus will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
And this is really one of the few balls they hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And a change is in the offing, and that's going to do it for Jason Vargas. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Kelvin Herrera will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Herrera.
Leonis Martin will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Down the third baseline. A step on the bag for 1. Over to second, a double play. But they won't get the triple play as he's safe at first.
Well, this might have been fun to watch if there was a little bit slower runner going down the line. This could have been a triple play. Instead, you see him step on third, then go to second for a slightly unconventional double play.
Prince Fielder will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
He's set and the pitch. In there, strike one.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes.
3-2 now.
And now the benefit of you working the counts at 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Two out with the man at first. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Corey Hart steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss that time by Hart as he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And they can't get Hart to chase there, but he's still behind. A ball and 2 strikes.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave a pair. They trail it 4-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Lorenzo Cain, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Lorenzo Cain.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Hit in the air to right field. Victorino on the move. Makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, that's just a low fastball here on the outside corner. You see him try to drive the ball the other way, but he got under it just a little bit too much, and that becomes an easy flyout.
Here's Nori Aoki. as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Hard liner toward short. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
The left fielder, number 4.
Alex Gordon stands in. Reached on a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. Runner goes for second. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And a dive, but he's back.
Simple throw over there.
Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 30.
And we should take a look at this again on Show Track. This is one of those at-bats he's not going to want to watch again because that ball's a foot outside. Not what he wants to be doing up there.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. A runner on first with 2 away. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll dive back in safely. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Here he comes on 2-0. 2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Number 13, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez strides in, grounded out his last time through. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. This is pretty well hit by Perez, but he got out in front a bit too much. It's a foul ball. Two down, runners at first and second. In the air, out to right. Moving under it, Victorino. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Royals strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Greg Holland is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 56, Greg Holland.
Adrian Beltre will be the one to start things off, with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a ninth-inning rally.
Adrian Beltre.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Oh, and Beltre really wanted that one, but he didn't get it. Behind 0-2 now. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Shane Victorino will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final two outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Holland pauses, ready with the 1-1 pitch. Very high, 2-1. To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you get a good sense of his value to this ball club watching this. Two hitters, two strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Stepping in now, Douglas Prescott, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the ninth. Got to make them sweat a little.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Moustakas
is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ball game.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Royals come out on top, 4-1. So long from Arlington.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Rangers, 1 run on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jason Vargas. Credit the save to Greg Holland. The loss goes to Martin Perez. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at the ballpark, 49,115. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.